Oh, hey, everybody, how you doing? You know, what about Bob? Taught us to baby step our way to success, but how do you baby step in skis? And oh, hey, if you're getting ready to pop the question, don't do that near any body of water. Just don't. And you know, I like the movie Forrest Gump. I always liked Bubba. Bubba knew a lot about shrimp, but you know, he never mentioned Cinnamon Toast Crunch shrimp. Shrimpless. Let's take a look on the bright side. This only looks like blue Luke Skywalker milk. It's actually just the bottle. Anyway, hello everybody, I'm Bob Herzog. Welcome to the bright side. Weird week, y'all, weird week. Before we get to all that though, shout out to everyone who shared last week's episode. Remember, you are literally the only promotional tool I have. So please keep sharing. I'm also excited to announce that we have over 2,300 followers on the Bright Side with Bob Herzog Facebook page, nearly 4,200 subscribers on our YouTube channel. So share and follow and subscribe, write a review, keep doing all of the things. It all helps. Now let us away to the crustacean abomination. This is not meant to be a commercial. I'm not receiving anything for this, but let me say, I love Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It's tasty great. It's one of the cereals that I even enjoy when it gets soggy, and that list is short. But a California man lost his appetite for this particular delicacy after making an unusual discovery in his would-be box of goodness.
That is obviously shrimp tail. I ate a bowl and then poured it out and saw the shrimp. Like I had already eaten one full one.
So Jensen Karp says he found 2 shrimp tails and some black stuff toasted into some of the Cinnamon Toast Crunch flakes. He sent a photo to the Cinnamon Toast Crunch and General Mills Twitter accounts. The company offered to replace the box and said it appears to be an accumulation of the cinnamon and sugar that sometimes can occur when ingredients aren't thoroughly blended. Now, I'm no sugar blending expert, but I'm calling phooey on that one. Anyway, General Mills eventually issued a statement reading, "We can say with confidence that this did not occur at our facility." They also emailed Jensen saying, "If you are unwilling to send the items and cereal packaging to us, please provide these items to your local law enforcement." Now, I think we're to the point where one of the shrimp tails maybe is going to go to the company, another one to an independent lab and a crustacean expert. I don't know, but I'll keep an eye on the situation, update you as I deem necessary. But couldn't resist. The other twist in this lurid seafood and cereal extravaganza is about the man who took the picture, Jensen Karp. He's an actor, producer, podcaster, and former child rapper who went by the name Hot Karl. So there's that. But he's also married to Danielle Fishel, who played Topanga on Boy Meets World and the short-lived Girl Meets World. What does all this mean? I don't know, but I do know this. If actor Brady Smith finds something in his breakfast bowl, given that he's married to Tiffany Thiessen, who played Kelly Kapowski on Saved by the Bell, I'd say we have a serious cereal celebrity shrimping situation. Not a great combo, but maybe some of these are. Heinz is releasing a trio of new mashup sauces in Canada. Wrap your taste buds around these. Hanch. That's a combo of hot sauce and ranch. Wasabioli, a mix of wasabi and garlic aioli, and Tarchip, a blend of tartar sauce and ketchup. Kraft Heinz Canada says the company saw great success with its previous mashups, including Mayo Chup and Mayo Racha, starting in 2018. The company says it scoured social media posts to come up with these 3 new mixes. They're available for a limited time at select grocery stores in Canada for about $2.99 a bottle. I, however, see no mention of a previous concoction of ketchup and ranch called Cranch. And that could be because the name Cranch, to me, sounds like an infection that causes weeping open sores. Everybody's just looking for a way to update, though, and innovate. Board games, really no different. For the first time in its more than 85-year history, Monopoly is changing all of its community chest cards, 16 of them. And you can help decide how the card changes are made. Monopoly is requesting input from fans all over the world in a vote at monopolycommunitychest.com. Now, some of the options for new cards are shop local, rescue a puppy, and help your neighbors. I will miss having the opportunity to collect that $10 for coming in second in a beauty contest. I don't contour this mug for nothing, people. Actually, I don't really know how to contour, and I don't really work that hard at it. So let's instead turn our attention to a story of true grit and determination. Scott Seville has a story of Matthew Kiernan, a black belt superstar.
9 years ago, a boy with Down syndrome named Matthew Kiernan walked into Springer's Martial Arts Academy in Dubuque and started training. Almost a decade later, Matthew was testing for his black belt.
He started here in 2012 as a yellow belt. He was pretty determined to make his black belt, and then his sister got her black belt in December, so that even got him more determined.
He doesn't ever say, I can't. He's always been a can-do kind of guy, and we found out he can.
Testing for a black belt is physically and mentally demanding, even though Matthew will tell you something different. How hard is it becoming a black belt?
Very easy.
It is not easy to remember all of those moves, and I've thrown a lot of tough challenges at him that he has faced and he succeeds.
After you are dead tired from all the forms and sparring, they bring out boards for you to break.
Foul. Very nice.
Does it hurt at all when you break the board?
Nah. Dove me.
You're strong, huh?
Yep.
Martial arts has done wonders for Matthew's confidence and overall physical conditioning.
Be healthy.
Martial arts has been wonderful for him as far as discipline and structure and strength.
And all the hard work and discipline paid off for Matthew, who passed his test and was awarded his black belt.
I'm actually really surprised that my eyes are still dry. Because, yeah, I can't even put into words how proud I am.
He is tough. Job well done, Matthew. And by the way, if you ever need some more lumber to chop, I might have something for you once this thing is dismantled anyway. Imagine being able to walk outside your back door and sort of into a mini amusement park. That's a reality for one teenager in suburban Atlanta, Ben Tolliday. Just went ahead and built his own roller coaster. In just 3 weeks, he put together a collection of 2x4s, PVC pipes, cinder blocks, sandbags, constructed the car himself too. Ben says, well, he's a little scared to test that thing himself.
I was absolutely terrified, but I guess because I built it, I knew how sturdy it was, so I was pretty confident that I would be okay. But yeah, I was screaming my head off. It was crazy.
Now, his mom says, boy, she's proud of what her son has created, but she's also sort of looking forward to getting her yard and garden back. I just love that it comes right off the deck. That is fantastic. You know, you got to believe in yourself if you're going to build a roller coaster in the backyard or earn a black belt. And sometimes you have to be the one to give yourself a pep talk. Take a look at this pint-sized skier. This is 3-year-old Adaya Ladens. What makes her even more special is the pep talks, right? Skiing incredible enough, but she gives herself these pep talks while speeding down the Canadian mountains. Take a listen.
I'm gonna walk like a duck.
Go around the ice, go around the dirt, doing a great job, baby step your way. Her father Eric says when he taught his older boys to ski, they would talk themselves through runs too. So when it was her turn to learn, he said, well, we got to mic her up. The Ladens say they wanted her to learn how to ski at a young age to build her confidence and resiliency. Job well done there too. Hey, can I drop some knowledge on you now? I've been anchoring news for quite a while. Seen a lot of things, learned a lot of things, and one thing I've learned is this. If you are planning to ask someone to marry you while standing over liquid, you are making a mistake. Lake Tahoe qualifies as liquid, very cold liquid. Anna Giles has the story.
A celebratory moment for this couple on a cold afternoon in Lake Tahoe. They take their vows, shed some tears, seconds before this scenic moment turns surreal. When it came time to exchange rings, the groom fumbled, dropping the bride's ring through a gap in the pier.
Honestly, I thought this can't be happening. Like, that didn't just happen. Like,
what are the chances?
Yeah.
On their hands and knees, a couple in love could see their ring in the clear Tahoe water.
My first thought was like, how deep is it? How cold is it?
The pastor convinced them not to jump for it, so the couple asked for help through a Tahoe scuba diving Facebook group. Outdoor adventurer Phil Abernathy answered the call.
Water was 41 degrees. Dry suit was needed.
Phil took the plunge, hoping the current didn't move the ring far.
And then we start to move some of these little rocks out of the way. And as we start to move them, obviously some silt starts to form.
Phil found the ring tucked away in some rocks and even had to fight off a crawdad to get it.
So I get the ring on this nail, pull it aside. Don't drop the ring. Okay.
He rises to the surface and the ring is back home with the happy couple.
That's the best feeling in the world, when everyone goes nuts. Hooray!
I'm so thankful to have my ring back, but either way, it's a great story to like tell our kids one day.
Now it's a ring and a story.
Yeah, it
And,
makes
I mean,
the
and a
day more
marriage, too.
memorable too. Yeah.
Telling you, don't do it. Don't do it. By the way, very happy for the couple, but Phil is by far my favorite thing about that story. We've got time for one more to inspire. Families at an elementary school are coming together to thank their janitor for his years of service. And though he didn't win a state award, as Margaret Kavanaugh shows us, that didn't matter to his North Carolina community.
Raymond Brown thought he was meeting up with his family to celebrate his 38th wedding anniversary. Surprised by the Eatington community, gathering to honor the man they call Mr. Brown, the head custodian at White Oak Elementary.
The quiet hero of our school.
He's kind of our rock, the foundation of what we do here.
And does much more than just cleaning and keeping the grounds.
He works really, really hard to build relationships with the students.
Going through the school, some of the kids said, Mr. Brown, I wish you were my father, I wish you were my grandfather.
One student he showed love to was Adrian Wood's youngest boy, Amos, who has autism.
He got then attached to me, and I got attached to him. So I gave him the name Famous Amos.
The nickname Famous Amos caught on.
And then everybody was like, well, Amos is pretty cool, you know, and he might not be the kind of friend that plays with me or talks, but children really gravitated towards him, which for me, the mother of a child with a disability, is all I want in life for him.
Last year, they say Mr. Brown was nominated for the North Carolina School Heroes Award, but didn't win. So this mom rallied the community to give him their own award. And a $35,000 check, calling it the Famous Amos Award.
My whole life, I've sat in church and uttered the words, to give is much more than to receive, but I've never really had that concept hit home like it did on Saturday.
I'm just an ordinary custodian at work and, trying to make the school safe, clean.
This mother says we need to recognize more people like Mr. Brown
that are doing really good work and get overlooked.
Teaching kindness, compassion, and being a mentor to so many children. I'm Margaret Kavanaugh for News 3.
I love you, Mr. Brown. Who wouldn't love Mr. Brown? Who wouldn't love hearing about Mr. Brown's story, or Phil, the guy who dove into 41-degree water to find the ring, or the little girl who's talking herself down the mountain, or maybe even just enjoying some Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Whatever the case may be, share this around because maybe someone you know needs to take a look on the bright side.